What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from the road. So today I'm here in Columbus, Ohio, so close to home for a travel day. We're coming from Nashville. We're heading to Johnstown, PA. And I got my work done for the day. Figured I'd get in a few beers. So the other day we were in Atlanta, and I walked down to a Total Wine and More, which is probably a big mistake because every time I go there, their beers are always out of date. But I did pick up some beers, even though it was hard to make a mixed six-pack. And one of the beers I picked up is this beer right here. This is the Calamity Jane. It's from Maker Brewing Company out of Atlanta, Georgia. And it's a golf-related beer. So as you see here on the can, it's kind of like a golf ball teed up. It says Calamity Jane, kind of a cool looking can. That's what caught my eye. And on the can here, it says, "Have fun, enjoy life, cheers to you. For golfers, by golfers, Maker Brewing Company, 4.2% ABV, 95 calories, Calamity Jane Light Beer, proud partner of the PGA of America, 1916 Georgia." On the one side of the can here, there is a little blurb. I'll get to that in a minute. On the other side, it says 4.2% alcohol, 12 fluid ounces, 95 calories, 5 grams of carbs, 1 gram of protein, 0 grams of fat per average 12 fluid ounce analysis. And it says Maker Brewing Company out of Chattahoochee Avenue, Atlanta, Georgia. Number 2 best new brewery in America, USA Today. Too bad there's no date on this can. Otherwise, would know what year it was voted that. And since there's no date on this can and it came from Total Wine, I'm not sure how old the beer is. I did see on Untappd that people are still drinking it. Somebody checked into it this afternoon at Twin Peaks on draft. So at least I know it's still being brewed. Now, there's like some sort of code that maybe this is a date code. I hope it's not. But it says 25-26-7. I'm hoping that's not July 26th of 2025, but maybe that is. I mean, if that is a date code, I'm glad to have the date code on there. But if that is the date code, I'm disappointed that this beer is over a year old. Now let's get on to the little blurb. There's a blurb on the side here, and it's super tiny writing. Like, who in the world is going to be able to read that, especially when you're drinking? Luckily, I was able to blow that up, so I have it right here. So this little blurb on the side says, "In the words of the immortal Bobby Jones, you swing your best when you have the fewest things to think about. Bobby's putter, Calamity Jane, led him to many championships throughout his career. Our beer, Calamity Jane, is a smooth-bodied, easy-drinking, crisp light beer that will lead you to sinking them all day long, too. It's the grand slam beer of choice while watching golf, playing golf, or because you just love golf. Proud partners of the PGA Georgia, PGA Carolinas, PGA North Florida, and PGA South Florida." I didn't realize there was so many different PGAs. And if you don't know what the PGA is, it's a Professional Golfers Association. That's everything to speak of about the can and the beer. So I'm going to get it on into my iconic plastic cup here. On Untappd, this gets a 3.51 with 2.3 thousand check-ins. Surprisingly, with that many check-ins, there was no score on Beer Advocate. Like I said, pouring it into my iconic plastic cup here. Get a nose on it. Hashtag dip your beak in it. It just smells... It smells very crisp, actually, with just a slight bready note to it. Like a slight cereal grain or bready note to it. Color, in this terrible hotel lighting, if I can get all the condensation off the cup, it's relatively clear, maybe a little bit of chill haze in there. A lot of fine carbonation, and just like a thin whitish head going on. Well, I'm excited to try this beer. Cheers to all you golfers out there. Down the hatch, right? First of all, if this is an old beer, it held up well. Either that or it's actually somewhat fresh. There's no off flavors, there's no like anything indicating that it's old. So maybe I got lucky and actually found a relatively fresh beer at Total Wine. It's very light bodied. It's crisp, it's clean. It's beer flavored beer, but there's a little bit of sweetness to it. It tastes better than Bud Miller Coors. Again, it's just a little bit of sweetness, maybe just a hair of a hop to cut through that sweetness, and it just tastes like a good, well done light lager. There's nothing special about it, but there's nothing terrible about it either. It's a light lager. This would be perfect for on the golf course at 4.2%. You could drink a few of these and not crash your golf cart. Good lawnmower beer, good just sitting in the lawn chair watching golf beer. Just a nice beer overall. I'd give this beer a horns up. If you're looking for a tasty light lager that's not over the top, nothing crazy, but still has enough flavor that you want to go back and drink more, you wouldn't get tired of it. No off-putting flavors, no skunkiness, nothing like that. This would be a great beer. It's also a fun beer because it's a sports-related beer. It's a golf beer. And Calamity Jane's kind of an interesting name, kind of a funny name. So, like I said, I give it a horns up. It's a tasty light lager. I would definitely drink this over Bud Light, Miller Light, Coors Light, any of those macro light beers. I would take this first. I paid $2.99 at Total Wine for a single of it, which is about $3 a can. I'm sure if you get a six-pack of it or whatever, it's probably much cheaper. But it's definitely worth the price for quality, right? Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm super happy that I got a beer finally from Total Wine that doesn't seem like it's out of date or is still in good condition and still tastes relatively fresh. So thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. And as always, embrace the adventure.